In light of reports from the United States regarding a newly passed abortion law in Texas and the recent California gubernatorial recall election results, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching addressed related questions during a work phone call with a Supreme Master Television team member on September 16.
Breaking news as we come on the air this hour. Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom will keep his job.
67.332. That means that Gavin Newsom will not be recalled.
Coming out of this recall, I want to turn the page and express respect and a deep sense of responsibility, not just to those that voted no on this recall, but those that voted yes. They matter. I care. And I want them to know I'm going to do my best to have their backs as well. Tonight, I'm humbled, grateful, but resolved in the spirit of my political hero, Robert Kennedy, to make more gentle the life of this world.
Master, Governor Newsom survived the California recall with a clear majority. If Master is pro-Trump, why does Master support Governor Newsom, who is a Democrat?
Do you expect that I am a Republican somewhat?
Well, if you're pro-Trump, he's a Republican, Master.
Okay. Well, that's not my fault that America has two parties, okay?
Yes.
Anyway, I am not pro-Trump, and I'm not pro-Newsom. I am pro-fairness. I'm pro-Americans. I'm pro-world citizens.
Yes.
Anyone who is good for Americans, then he is a good American government worker, okay?
Understand.
So Trump was excellent for Americans. So I supported that.
Yes.
I support anything that's good for Americans through any leader or persons. So I told you in some conference a long time ago that Governor Newsom, he's a very good person. Yes?
Yes.
Well, of course he has maybe some of his, misjudgment because of another system. Like the church decided for something and he goes with it. That's all, okay?
Yes.
Maybe without much thinking. But overall, he's a very good governor for your state. I'm not pro-Democrat. I'm not pro-Republican. I'm pro-nobody.
Understand.
Only the one who is good for his country, his people, his world. Okay, his world is my world too. You see?
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. And his state is my state too. His country is also my country. Because whatever affects one state affects the whole country. Whatever affects the country affects the whole world. You see that?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I'm not here for any political motivation, agenda, nada, nothing. He's good. You can see that, right?
Yes,
you know,
he's definitely
Newsom
good.
is good. As good as it gets in this world.
Understand.
What it means is that his heart is good. His intention is good.
Yes.
Yes. So if you cannot find a better person, which I doubt for this moment, to replace Newsom, then better to keep him.
Yes, definitely.
He's the best now for
Yes.
California. I'm here to help and not to go for any of my profit. People support one party and not support the other because that party appeals to them for some reason. But I'm not in any party, and I'm glad I'm not.
Yes, understand.
I don't know if I can deal with any politics. To be a master like this is already a lot of work.
Yes, understand.
In a way, it's similar to some leaders of the countries, and even worse than that. Today I was thinking to myself, how have I survived all these years, all these decades, you know?
Yes, we wonder.
Dodging bullets and running from knives and even having to endure body search in the airport, you know.
Wow.
All the time, whenever I'm out of the country, any country, I was thinking, oh my God, I don't think I can do that again.
Yes.
You know, I mean, avoiding gunpoint is something and avoiding bullets is another thing. And moving houses for security also. And running from one place after another just to keep myself safe so that I can continue my work.
Yes, I don't know how you do it, Master.
And all this defamation as well. What the psychological and mental stress sometimes is really, that you don't know. It's true, you don't know. I also don't know how I have done all that all these years. But the politicians or leaders, they have it better because they have bodyguards, you know?
Yes.
They have airplanes ready anytime for them. Or at least they have people who are supporting them, yeah? For me, it's different. Okay, never mind. I'm not for any political agenda or any personal gain. That's why I just support whoever is good for the country and for the world. Because that is in my heart, that everyone should be satisfied in their country, in the world, and have peace, prosperity, happiness. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Therefore, I support anyone who does that. Now you understand why I'm pro-Trump, but I support Mr. Newsom. In my speech only, there's not much I can do.
Yes.
But at least I explained it so people who hesitate to vote for Newsom, they would understand why they vote for him. And they can rethink whether or not they should continue voting for him.
Yes.
Because it's not fair for a good person to be persecuted and defamed for any reason. Because nobody else would be better for their state, okay, or for their country. Therefore, I have to help whatever way I can. You know, in my humble way, in my weak, not powerful position way, and risky way even.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you support one party or one person, you risk offending the rest.
Oh, yes, definitely.
The others, and that is not a good position to be in, especially when you gain nothing. What for you talk, right?
Yes.
So you can see I'm just truly unconditional and fair, that's all.
Yes.
Every day in New York State, about 289 unborn children are killed through abortion.
Regardless of anything else, I thought of the babies that are being killed every day. It's very sad.
When I hear a person's beating hard, I don't just hear their heart. I hear their soul speaking, and I listen carefully.
Our Creator endowed us with the right to life, and yet millions of children lose their right to life every year. I'm about to sign the bill that ensures that the life of every unborn child who has a heartbeat will be saved from the ravages of abortion.
The heartbeat bill is to protect the unborn child when a heartbeat is detected as early as 6 weeks. Republican State Senator Shelby Slawson is the lead sponsor of the bill, who shared her personal story, saying that her mother was given a, quote, dim prognosis of an abnormally developing baby. And that baby, Slawson says, is her.
I was a victim of sexual assault. At one point, I was contemplating abortion.
And is this the baby?
This is the miracle baby, yes.
Texas has recently passed a law banning abortion. What does Master think about this law?
Oh, any killing harms our planet, harms the safety of the world. Any killing of innocents, especially babies in the womb, even is yours, but it's God-given. So any killing like that would bring disaster to our world, to everybody. So it is good that to remind people not to do any killing of the innocents. You got that?
Yes.
Yes. Of course, people won't like it, huh? Many women, I think, went on demonstration, right?
Yes, they did.
Very strongly. But I think it's better not to abort any fetus. Okay, they're innocent.
Yes.
They are new citizens. We should welcome them with warmth and love and take care. And if you could not take care and you, by the way, happen to be pregnant, you can give birth and give it to someone else who loves to have a child and cannot have.
Yes.
Yeah, then that makes two people happy, the baby and the new family. Yes?
Definitely.
And makes yourself also happy because your conscience agrees with that and blesses you. Hmm?
Yes.
What? She was born already. It's a girl.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Can you tell me anything else?
7 pounds 9 ounces. She was born in Raleigh, and they're transporting her to Charlotte on Friday. And she's already revoked her rights. She's
What?
ready.
Oh my gosh. You guys are parents. Oh my
Hey. I'm your dad.
I'm one of 10 kids. There were actually 9 of us, and my mother and father had such a compassionate heart. They adopted a 4-month-old baby girl that was dying. And she's my sister now. She's 67 years old today. And we love her dearly. So we were shown to and taught to be good neighbors and caring persons that we ought to be in this, and respect humanity.
The women nowadays, if they get themselves pregnant, that is a very unthinkable thing. There are many things to prevent it. If you don't have a stable relationship, I mean, if you're not in a marriage, then it's better you be careful, okay? If you don't want children, you have preventive medicine. You have preventive means to stop that, right?
Yes.
So if you make a mistake and you get yourself pregnant, then you cannot blame the little baby inside. You cannot kill for your mistake. That's what I think.
Yes.
You cannot kill because that will have a bad consequence on you, on your body, on your psyche, on your mental, on your conscience, okay? You might try to ignore it, but it will gnaw at you all your life and afterlife, because a life killed is a life that has to be repaid, okay?
Yes.
Statistics show that 1 in 6 of all North American women have experienced abortion at least once.
All I could think about was, how do I get myself out of this terrible mess as quickly as possible? And I had an abortion within the hour. I didn't take time to think about it.
I made the decision out of fear. Fear of embarrassment, fear of the neighbors finding out, fear of the people that I went to school find out about, my friends find out. The decision was made out of fear.
I chose it. I chose to have an abortion.
We've brought it on ourselves, and it is our own child that is lost at our own hand. We hate what we have done, and we have to live with that, the reality of that. Some women go into meltdown immediately after an abortion procedure, and others can keep things buttoned down for a long time, and I was one of those. But there was a deadness and a flatness and a grayness to my life that I just could no longer deny. And wonderful things were happening around me, but I just didn't feel as if I could engage with joy. I just had refused to go to that place where I could resolve that loss.
I just pushed it down, pretended it didn't happen, but I found that something had really changed within me. I didn't trust myself anymore. I didn't trust other people anymore. I built a wall around myself. I didn't let anybody in. I turned to sort of cliches like drinking and drugs and food.
Susan, not her real name, says she woke up suddenly in the middle of the night on the 30th anniversary of her abortion.
The light bulb went on, and I finally realized that I'd spent the last 30 years sort of hating my mom, hating myself, not being able to come to terms with what I had done.
Susan's mother encouraged her to have the abortion, saying it would release her from the trap of early motherhood or a marriage of convenience. But in fact, she says, it did the opposite.
When you have a secret inside that's so shameful and painful, you just start to shut off everything in your life. You shut down in your relationships, you shut down in any dreams.
The biggest regret of my life is having had my abortion. Initially there's relief because your problem is gone and you feel like everything is going to be fine, your life will get back to normal. But very soon afterwards I began to realize that was not the case for me. I had an emptiness inside, like there was something missing. I had terrible grief, terrible guilt, terrible shame. It's very shaming, and of course it's also very isolating. I suppose my right to choose took away the right to live for my child. How come that we can define when somebody's heart is stopped, that they're dead, and yet when their heart starts beating, we cannot say there's a life there? My baby was alive. My baby's little heart was beating under my heart at 21 days. And I wish that I had realized and known that somebody had sat with me and encouraged me to give life to my child. There are so many families out there who can't have babies of their own, who would just love to adopt a child.
So that's my humble opinion. It's not my humble opinion, my outright opinion, okay?
Yes, yes.
I'm also against abortion because you don't have to do that. Unless the doctor advises you for some reason, for some good reason, for the child's sake, yeah? Or sometimes the child and the mother's sake.
Yes.
But there are many cures nowadays. Everything is doable. You don't have to get pregnant and then kill to cover it. You cannot be that selfish and cruel to your own blood and flesh. Even tigers, lions, they don't eat their own babies. You know that?
Yes, yes.
That's what we say in Vietnam. So if you kill your child, I'm not sure what else you're capable of. I'm not sure how much you killed your love until this extent in order to bring a termination to an innocent life within your body. It's supposed to be your precious baby, your own flesh, your own blood.
Yes, Master.
You cannot have pleasure and then kill to cover up. Okay, huh?
Yes.
All right, no matter what.
Many proponents of the abortion laws say that one of the arguments is in the case of rape. How does that play into it, Master?
Oh, I see. Well, it's the same case. There is a child in your body, and you have to protect it. And if you don't want to have that child, you can give birth to it, and I told you already, give it away.
Yes.
Many people would love to have a baby, to cuddle, to love, to take care until that baby grows up into a useful citizen of the world and to himself or herself. Yeah, I think the government should make adoption an easier law, okay?
Yes.
Of course, checking the background of the parents and the motive and all that, of course. But adoption should be made easier, more available. And anyone who accidentally gets into pregnancy can count on that law, on that rock, you see?
Yes.
To sustain themselves until the delivery day. And they can always give it away, if they still want to give away. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand.
And for the adoption, I think all the hospitals, at least the hospitals that have maternity service, for delivering babies, they have to have the list of all the people who are childless and good and want to have adoption for the newborn babies. And they can, by the way, do it right there. Make it convenient for everyone. In the case of rape, many people would feel sorry for that woman and would support her, even parents or anybody.
Yes.
And they would give them comfort and sustenance until the baby is born. And then they can decide, give it or not.
Yes, I understand.
The baby is not at fault for the rape. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So why kill the baby for the misdeeds of adults?
Yes, that makes sense.
Right. But this is not like blaming the woman. Most people have abortions because they don't have other people to give them wise counsel, to support them. They were lonely and vulnerable. So in this society, in any country, we should make like a volunteer group or something for this case, so that people who get unwanted pregnancies can come to them or talk to them, even over the phone, about their problem and get the right wise counsel. In this case, many lives will be saved, and also many guilt and conscience will be at peace. Any more arguments?
No, Master.
Good. Thank you very much. And I take the opportunity again to thank all of you for all your hard work and your dedication, because truly I know, because I'm working with you, so I know what it is like. I know that sometimes you forget your sleep and you forsake your meal just to finish the work on time. Same, I do the same. And sometimes the stress and, the time pressure and all that, I know all that. And I really, 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 really am grateful to all of you, okay? Also the brothers and sisters outside, not just the in-house team.
Yes, Master. We're grateful that we have the chance to be able to help affect the world peace and saving the animals and such through your powers.
That's very noble of you, all of you. I like that very much. It's truly noble, truly unconditional. We're looking in the same direction, and I'm very proud to have co-workers like you, like all of you, in-house and outside.
We thank you, Master, for giving us the opportunity.
It's so good. It's so good. We thank God for that grace, for the grace that we can do something. At least we can do something, right?
Yes.
Okay. My God bless all of you abundantly. Keep you healthy, keep you happy, keep you strong, so that we can continue our job.
Thank you, God.
Yeah, thank you, God.
As we see more wise choices being made in the world, where good people are recognized and trusted as leaders, and where new God-given lives are being shielded by the law, we are optimistic that such examples will be followed for a better society and planetary future. We humbly thank Compassionate Master for her unconditional support through the years for those with kind and deserving hearts, despite the challenges involved for her. May Precious Master be always protected and well in all majestic heaven's love. Please tune in to Between Master and Disciples on Monday, September 26, to hear how Supreme Master Ching sees the use of military action for optics and what inspired her to honor the sun during this month.